Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm African Gamer here. Hopefully you guys are doing great. So today I wanted to make a fairly short video going over the zombies update in Warzone and a few things that some of you may have missed. And these are pretty important things for the long run of Warzone and its possible nuke event, so stay tuned. Now before I continue, if you are new and you do enjoy Apex Legends and Call of Duty content, please consider subscribing, as I'm very close to 100 subs, and also it's free and harmless, so there's really not any reason not to. Now let's get into the content. So zombies have been in Warzone ever since the release of Season 2, and they've had somewhat of an impact in game, as of course these zombies are hostile and will attack you if you get too close. Now in this case, it all started at Shipwreck, and the story behind it is this ship by the name of Vadonia was actually carrying biological matter from, I believe, Rebirth Island to Verdansk, and that was about 30 plus years in the making. And in that, I believe the biological matter evolved and possibly infected the human beings, and that of course made it where, the people became zombies. And it all started at Shipwreck, but then it moved to prison, as we expected. Of course, this is a virus that's going to spread. Now both of those are gone, and now we have a brand new area that the zombies have been confirmed at, and that would be Hospital. Now Hospital is near the downtown area, and that is where most of the soldiers, of course pretty much every soldier, gets their medical aid from. Now that's contaminated, and it also brought a new type of zombie, and I think we're gonna see this trend until the end, and I'll go over that a little later, so stay tuned for that. But this included new zombies and just a new feel in general. So now with the zombies at Hospital, we've seen a weird trend from Shipwreck to prison to Hospital, and that would be this. Now this is coming from the official Call of Duty website, so it's legit, but it's showing the same skull and the same 0.5% we have seen ever since Shipwreck launched, and this is not what we really intended it or expected it to be. Now I bet most of us expected the zombie outbreak to go where it starts off at Shipwreck and more zombies start coming through time, and they start infecting the different point of interest throughout the Warzone map. But it just seems as though they are all moving as a horde and all moving together from point A to point B to point C and etc. And in this image you guys will see that it says that the zombies are actually cleared from the prison and also Shipwreck, and that is a little disappointing in my opinion. I expected it to of course spread on, making it where zombies are of course everywhere, but in this case that would definitely change the meta and feel of Warzone and possibly a negative connotation, so I can't complain too much. But we see a little more stuff coming from Hospital, and Hospital in my opinion is the first biggest checkpoint, because right here you guys will see text, and this says pretty much that furthermore it is believed that those affected by recent anomalies leave traces of unknown matter. Now I'm going to stop right there. In this case, since they leave traces of unknown matter, this is when they of course said it right when the Hospital point of interest came out for the zombies, and it says it right here, which is now heavily concentrated within the Hospital. And the reason why I say this is a big checkpoint is because now that they're leaving traces of unknown matter, this could be somewhat of a pathogen that can infect more soldiers or more people, and making the zombie threat, the zombie threat, sorry I can't speak, go from just 0.5% up to 10% and eventually 100%. Now I'm not fully sure, this is more of a, I guess, guess or prediction, but in this case it makes the most sense because of the quote-unquote unknown matter. Now furthermore, they actually kind of degrade their meaning or concept in the last text by saying this. They say, alert, containment protocol level has not been raised, as it is still believed that these anomalous activities will still be confined to the southern zone of Sector 5 and the Hospital. Computer models still expect the anomalous activities to cease shortly, and a configuration continues to be a low risk concern. And this is really bad in my opinion, because they're playing this off as it isn't serious, and this is crazy. This definitely reminds me of the start of like the COVID-19 thing, where all the way back of February of 2020, I believe, we started hearing more about this COVID stuff, but people weren't taking it seriously. And then now we're confined. Like, it's been a full year of staying home, and being confined to your house. And I think it's gonna have somewhat of the same effect in this game, where they're gonna think it's low risk, but sooner or later the zombies will start evolving more, and I'll go over that a little later. And they will not only get stronger, but possibly destroy Verdansk as a whole, and they're gonna have to start taking it seriously then. But now let's move on to the new zombie. Now finally, let's go over the new zombie in Hospital. Now we've seen an evolution in the zombies within Warzone and their stay, and we saw it first at prison with the explosive zombies, and I've touched up upon this before, but now in Hospital we see blue-eyed zombies, and these are the new ones, and they have an EMP blast style, and like they explode when they get too close to you, and they're kind of like, I guess, creepers if you want to think of it in that way. But they give off an electromagnetic pulse, and that will not only damage your minimap and watch, but also damage you. So it's best to stay far away from them, as they do take a considerable amount of damage, and they could damage you through walls or through the stairs, so be careful with them. But this obviously shows the evolution of zombies in Warzone, and the fact that the more powers they're getting, the more damaging they get, and the more powerful they are, the harder they are to kill. And that is a huge issue, as sooner or later the operators are going to have to bust out a nuke, try harder, and pretty much get rid of them as a whole. And as of current state, they are not taking this seriously, and that is concerning, especially for Verdansk. But really, with that all said and done, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, also subscribe. With that said and done, peace out.